Welcome back to Natural Gallant Bodybuilding, and today I want to talk to you about 4 ways that natural bodybuilding can improve your life. Train the muscles, not the joints. So the first one's pretty obvious. I'm talking about natural bodybuilding here, drug-free bodybuilding, but lifting weights and exercise has many benefits. You could look at many studies and stuff that show you about how lifting weights and exercising helps you not only maintain a lower body fat level, but it also helps you maintain more stable blood sugar and the rest of it. Now, you offset a lot of diseases and a lot of problems with the body when you exercise. That's the bottom line. So this is one of the ways, that's the obvious one, that bodybuilding benefits you, is because you are disciplining yourself and you are learning how to work with the body, how to listen to it, and basically how to make sure that it is maintained and that the blood flow is happening. Like when you take a race car on a racetrack and you race it around the turns a couple times, you really know when the alignment is off. But if you just park that car in the garage, you will never know. So the nice part about exercise is that you become aware of certain tweaks or certain things in your system that are going on long before they become chronic issues, because now you get a chance to actually see what's going on and then you can make decisions based on that. Another way that is also in alignment with health is stress relief.
That's the most important. Finish!
You know, there are so few places in today's society that modern man or woman can really vent, you know, really take out their stress, except for in sports activities or in working out of some sort. In all other forms of life, you have to be very socially polite, you know, and it's very hard to just flip out and throw your desk across the office, you know. So the gym allows you to get this animal sort of tension out and allows you to release this stress. So not everybody's a meditator, and meditation I totally agree with, I think it's great. But if you're not a meditator, sometimes you just need to physically vent, and weight training and lifting weights and natural bodybuilding can be a very powerful way in doing this. So number 2 is building a community.
That's good family home entertainment right there. And I figured there's lots of places on the internet you could probably find ways, so why cut it out?
You know, everybody likes to have friends or be accepted or be a part of something. So whether your community is in the gym or whether your community is online, maybe on this YouTube channel or on the Facebook group, or maybe your community is on some other group somewhere on the internet, or maybe you are competing and you meet friends and family or people there that become like family, because that happened to me a lot over the years. A lot of the people I competed with or against became really good friends of mine. So the nice part is that when you build a community, it really helps you enjoy your life more. You know, there's nothing wrong with having community and friendship, right? So natural bodybuilding can really help you with this, because when you're moving outwards, you're sharing a mutual hobby with somebody else, and sometimes it helps you break down those barriers that prevent you from making friends in other places, right? Now, number 3 is you learn the universal law of you have to give in order to get. My karate sensei as a kid used to say, you get what you give, right? So he's always saying, be careful what you give because you're gonna get it back. You know, but this is really the truth. When you give something, you receive something. So when you're giving effort in the workouts, when you're giving discipline, when you're expending this effort and this discipline, you get something back. And you really learn from that, because this is true with all things. You could start applying that discipline in all aspects of your life, whether it's your work, your school, and I've talked about this in lots of videos, but whenever you learn this rule, now you're no longer trying to just wait for stuff to happen. You know, you become more proactive in your life. If you want to have a good relationship, you're willing to put something into it because you understand the law of discipline, the law of giving in order to receive, right? It's not always about what you can get, it's more about what you can give, and then the gifts come back to you. And sometimes you don't even know what the gifts are. Lots of times you go on a training program and you work your ass off, and sometimes you don't get the results that you thought, but sometimes you get wisdom in another aspect of your life or another aspect of training. Sometimes you learn that's not a good training program for me.
Well, hopefully that Christmas tree will come back, hey? Before Christmas tree will come back.
Or perhaps I learned about how to injure myself and maybe I don't want to do that anymore. Or maybe you learn that, hey, this training worked for one purpose, but it doesn't work for this other purpose. You know, by accident you get gains in endurance, but you're not getting gains in strength, and you were looking for strength. Well, now you know, or you've learned, that this type of training produces a different result, and you may have that in your toolbox for later to use in another training program or to give to somebody else. Everything starts with giving. You got to give some effort. You got to give the effort to get out of bed in the morning in order to experience your life. And bodybuilding and lifting weights definitely teaches you this, because you're giving effort. You're enduring the pain. That's a form of giving. You're creating the pain. You're saying, I will be here and I will give myself, I will show up to this and then see what the result is. So this is a very powerful lesson to learn, and you can apply this to all aspects of your life. So number 4, and this one's the most powerful one of all, and it is in alignment with number 3, and that is bodybuilding will expand your awareness. When you're training, you are becoming aware of your muscles. There's so many times where somebody says, okay, find your groove. Find your groove when you're squatting. Find your groove when you're bench pressing, or that mind-muscle connection, create that. You know, feel the muscles. What are you working right now? You know, you might be doing bench presses and you're feeling your shoulders or your triceps, you're not feeling your chest, and then you're learning how to feel all these different aspects of yourself. Well, the one thing that you're growing the most out of everything is your awareness and your observation skills. Because observation and awareness is the same thing. You're observing and becoming aware of what the feedback is. Now, the beautiful thing about this is that you can use this awareness in all aspects of your life. And the difference between a person who is successful and a person who is not is usually a different level of awareness.
Harvest the chi! Harvest the chi! Hey? Kung Fu!
So if you are aware of how the law of cause and effect is affecting you in your training, you could also be aware of how this is happening with your job, how this is happening with your relationship, and how this is happening with other aspects of your health. You know, you're being aware of, okay, I eat this and then I feel this way, and that's a certain level of awareness, and then you can make a decision whether that's good or not for you, right? So this awareness is extremely powerful. This awareness will really help you with all aspects of your emotional well-being, as well as business or family relationships or any sorts of things you can think of. You know, you can really become a superhero.
Looking for anything in particular? A life. I don't sell those. You don't sell a life? Oh, man, that sucks.
If you're in the comic book business, you really should get into the market of selling lives. So if I was going to pick what the most important thing I developed on the natural bodybuilding path, I would say it's awareness. I became aware of what is right for me, and it's an ever-growing thing. It's always evolving, but this awareness will take care of you in any one moment in all situations. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot for watching my stuff, and make sure you share it. I'll be aware if you do. I'll look on the little tabs and things and whatever and find out. And remember to click on the subscribe thing, because there's a little gear icon right beside it, and you can click on receive notifications. Make sure you do that. And you can share my stuff if you want. It's an option. Some people do it. Everybody's doing it, man. You got to do it. If you want to be cool, you got to share my stuff. Hey, I don't make up the trends. That's just what's happening. Anyway, thanks a lot. Hope you have a great training day, and take care for now.